today we have a tutorial about creating a button in Adobe Photoshop CS4 that can be used in web pages as a sample button for others to see, admire, and maybe want to use on their own, or it can also link to like your email or photo gallery that you have on your web page. So first you want to create a new file, and you can name it whatever you like. We'll just name it button. But always make sure your resolution is set to 72 pixels or something online. At the moment, make sure the width and height is on pixels, but make sure it's big right now because the image size can be made smaller later on in the process. So next, you always want to make sure you know what button you want to create, like a mail button, camera button, or any random sample button, because a button can be any picture. When you get started, make sure the background layer is rasterized or unlocked. Do that by double-clicking in the Layers tab, and then go to the opacity and set it to 0 so the background is transparent. Next, you want to open the image or paste it into Photoshop so that you can begin your editing. For us, we have a picture that's got 9 separate pictures on it, so we're going to use the Quick Selection tool, which you can find hidden under the wand in the top left in your tools bar, and we're going to choose the Pepe and edit him out so it's just his face, so we can select that for the button. So after you can use the magnetic lasso tool or the quick selection tool, whatever your preference is. The quick selection tool for this case will be a lot better than the magnetic lasso, because it will instantly lock onto all the outside. Once you complete the editing, you want to make sure that the layers are unlocked and in the right order, so you can edit the color of the button, because now you want to take the picture and paste it into your background. So now we're gonna in this case, the coloration for this button is already totally complete. We can edit this because this is how we want it, because this is from a picture. Now we're going to show you a mail button that we have already created. Once again, you can just do this to make sure your resolution is set to 72 pixels. We had this one big and made it small because this was the final product. And now we're going to show you, since all our layers are rasterized and unlocked, we got the transparent background, we have the brush tool or the bucket tool selected. You can go into the left into the RGB colors and choose anything you want, and then the bucket will automatically use the color that's on left, and just left click where you want the paint to go on your button, and I can change the color. You can also if you really wanted to, you can do a gradient, but since this image was already complete, we have it saved and it's one layer. When your layers are split up with your background of your button and your actual button, you can just go to the gradient tool, which is hidden under the brush, by either left clicking or holding. Click the gradient tool, just click where you want it to go, and then you can use the line, and the longer it is, the more gradient, the closer it is, the more compact it will be. Okay, now that this button is totally complete, we're going to go back to our first button, because earlier we made it very big just for visibility issues. But now, if you just go to image size, then you can go to the width and height. We're going to set it at 72 by 72 pixels to make it a square. And now it's a lot smaller, and this will allow you, this will be the optimized size for a button on your web page, because it's just easier, and you don't want a button taking up the entire page. But the only thing you cannot do is keep switching the image size by going smaller, bigger, because eventually the picture just becomes all pixelated and you can't see it. So make sure you just start big, go small at the end, and then your image is ready to save. It's all good. So you're going to go to File, Save As. You're going to save in this button. As you see, it automatically goes to the format as the Photoshop. Make sure you save it as .png or .jpeg if you're planning to load it to your web page, because if you do not save it as one of these, you cannot upload it. So once that's totally done, it's all ready, and you can just go learn the code to put in your web page. Thanks for watching.